chair yoga. So I'm just gonna pull a chair out and we're gonna get some yoga going. I'm Belinda. I'm with Just Be Yoga. We're a donation-based yoga studio here in Lansing, Michigan. And I really work on trying to make yoga as inclusive and as accessible as possible. So this morning, we're gonna pull out a chair. So I usually really like to encourage us to have our chair on the mat so that it's kind of safe and nothing that we have to super worry about. All right. All right, so we'll have our seat on our mat, on our chair. I'd like to sit onto the edge of the seat of the chair. Your feet firmly grounded, a little bit of space in between the legs. Lifting through the chest, tilting the tailbone back. Let's invite a few abdominal breaths. So our hands are at our tummies. And when we breathe in, we'll let the belly expand out and relax it in. Breath out. Let the tummy go. Lifting the chest. I'm going to keep my gaze forward. Exhale, twist the chest. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. I felt really good on my low back. I'm going to find the other way. So I'm keeping the gaze forward. Breath in, lift. Exhale, twist. So that I'm isolating in the low part of the spine. Breath in. Breath out. Okay, I'm going to turn my chair sideways so that you can see the side profile. So we're going to start to stretch out the back of the leg. And I'm just going to keep one leg bent and one leg straight. I'm going to hold on to the side, or to the bottom of the chair, or maybe onto the leg of the chair. And I'm going to let my chest go forward. Gradually lifting the chest up, and then we'll do the other side. And let the upper body go. Now, if you're feeling secure, you let your arms and the upper body hang. If you want to feel a little bit more in the back of this leg, you could point and flex. Oh yeah, working in that heel, feeling the back of that calf. And then bringing the chest back up. I'm going to go ahead and get a strap. I'm also going to get up. I'm going to bring the strap to the bottom of that foot. Again, sitting on the edge of the seat, sitting up nice and tall, trying not to cave in here. So what we're doing here is you're working a lot of your low abdominals. Here, way down here, holding up our own chest, shoulders down. Now I'm going to hold this strap at the top of my knee here, and I'm going to reach the leg out. Now notice I'm not leaning back to hold that strap. I'm just bending that elbow to hold that strap. Then you could take your hand out a little bit further to hold that strap. Now, you could be down here. Check in with your spine, trying not to cave in it, lifting. Now I'm going to open and close, and open and close. Chest up, open. Let's pause and hold. Notice if that low abdominal area wants to cave. Can we ask it to sit upright? Maybe lifting a little and relaxing. Lifting a little and relaxing. Breath. And then we'll bring that leg back and lower it down, and I'll switch to the other side. Feel free to shake that out. Maybe do a few hip roll out. You know, everybody doesn't have a great big open space like the yoga studio. And so getting yourself ready for your practice is always a good idea. You can do this in the kitchen. Maybe just pull a chair back from the kitchen table, move some tables away, sit out on the patio. It's getting nice and warm now. We're up here in Michigan, so if you're further away and it's warmer already, enjoy, because it could snow still here. All right, we're gonna sit upright. And then see about this side and feel this side. So yoga means to create a connection. So we're just building an awareness of where in this leg, does it want to move, does it not want to move, what's stiff. Sometimes I really like to just turn the key of the thigh, feeling what's going on in that hip. I'm going to extend my arm, letting that arm help hold that leg. Pushing down with the other foot. Maybe lift and relax. Lift and relax. Lift and relax. Now I'm going to open it out. Chest is up, breath. Bring it back. And just doing that a few times. Good. Bring it here. I'm going to let that leg go. I'm going to work that hip over here as well. All right. So for a variety of reasons, we may want to be in a chair. All right. Some of us feel as though we're unstable, standing up. We don't have a lot of strength in our legs, or a lot of strength, or we're working on some balance space that maybe we don't feel confident that we have. The other is maybe we get really tired. We don't have the stamina for standing up on those legs, or maybe we have an injury in some of the joints of the leg. All right. So there's a variety of reasons. You could say, I'm really busy. I'm at my office and I just want to get a little bit of something in while I'm sitting. Maybe we're multitasking. Not the most peaceful, but it's a way to start to at least incorporate some elements of some yoga. Even while we're in the chair. Now I'm going to hug my core, all right? I'm going to pull the muscles of the core in. I'm not sucking in the gut. I'm just getting, exhale, let's revolve. Wow, pulling, and lifting up through the ribs, and center, and twist. Pull apart, grow tall, feel your feet pushing down, use your own legs for your leverage. And back. Good. And gentle side bend. I'm pulling up. And bringing it back. And gentle side bend. Pulling up. Bringing it back. And back. Sorry about the clanging. And forward. Pull. I'm going to set the strap aside, work out those arms. Good. So before we come upright to standing, we're going to work a little bit of some hips in a modified warrior two while still sitting. All right. So there's a lot that we can do sitting. All right. So remember, this is one of those moments where it's really important to have your chair on something that has a grip, okay? Especially if you have a hardwood floor or if you have a linoleum floor of some sort. So I'm going to bend this knee. Observe, I'm trying to keep this knee over this heel or ankle. And you can even use your own hands to rotate that flesh open. All right, so right now, so this is my right leg. I'm feeling my right sit bone still on the ledge of this chair. My left is kind of independent and doing its own thing. So it's a little lifted. I'm pressing the baby toe edge there, squeezing these muscles. So you might feel a bit of a stretch here. I'm going to try not to have my chest aiming this way. I'm going to see if my chest and my hips will come this way. And I'm stamping down with that foot, lifting up. Now, squeeze your inner thighs like you're trying to pull them together and relax. Ooh. Let's do that again. And squeeze and relax. Feel the hips. Maybe open the flesh and squeeze. Breath. Good, and relax. Then if you want to involve the arms, growing tall through the back of the head. And we'll bring this back arm onto the leg and just lift up here, all right? So feel the side, the rib muscles lifting. Don't jam that shoulder up to your ear. Bring that down. And then reach. Breath. You choose how far you want to go back. We're all feeling a different amount of stretch. Maybe lifting up, maybe reaching, getting a little stretch here. Breath. Shoulders away from ears. You can work your neck. And come on back. Heels facing one another. Sitting up. Breath. Maybe using the hands to press those inner thighs open a bit. Ooh. And we'll do the other side. All right. So taking your time. This left knee over that heel. Baby toe edge is flat. And then, feeling these hips and the waist on this side. You can work your shoulders any way you want. Maybe holding on to the back of the chair, opening up your collar, what we're feeling what wants to move, what doesn't want to move. Try to let yourself start to feel your way in your body, all right? Nothing has to be rigid. Nothing has to be according. Gentle. Reverse. Breath. And then bringing ourselves back to a side angle. Hips pushing down. Turning that chest open. And if you're following me at all, you know that I'm often talking about give yourself some loving touch, some tender touch. It's your body. You live in it. Get to know it. Send it some care. Breath. Now I'm going to do a forward fold. I'm going to widen my feet out and hold on to the chair and let the upper body come hanging. Now if you don't want to hold on, you can bring your hands out in front of you here and see if you can let the whole body hang from the low back forward. Breath in, breath out, and we'll slowly roll the spine up. We'll come to standing and get our chair and have the seat available. Multiple kinds of tools to be able to use for your practice. I'm going to keep my knees bent here. I'm just going to work a cat and cow. This is a great alternative for people who can't be on their knees, for the hands and knees cat and cow, working out the lubrication of the spine. All right? So knees soft, and then I'm going to drop the belly down, pull the tailbone up, pull the head to the tailbone. Exhale, rounding the spine. Breathe in and drop the belly down, tilting, curving the tailbone up, lifting the back of the head to the tailbone. Exhale, curling the tailbone under, pressing the back up toward the ceiling, dropping the top of the head down. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, and we'll find a nice neutral space. All right, so if you have low back pain, you want to do this in moderation, okay? So maybe just do one lift or two lifts. and always keep those knees bent, all right? So we're gonna protect the back while working on the core. So this is the front back, all right? The core is our front back, pulling that navel up. Knees are soft. And I'm gonna lift this knee and reach it back. You can keep the knee bent or extend and bring that knee back in. And softness of the knees. Again, remember, breath, feeling a little bit of work in the belly. Reach. You don't have to straighten it. If you want to straighten it, that's more weight that your back is holding that leg. And then bringing that knee in and lowering it down. So we want to give our back a half of a chance, to grow and get a little stronger with us. All right. If you want to do more, we're going to pull the knee up, reach, feel your back, maybe extend. Notice that my toes are aiming to the floor, so I'm stretching out the back of the leg with the energy through my heel. And then I'm going to pull the knee in. You could stop here or find a few hip rotations. All right, so my right standing leg is really helping me, and it's doing work in all my breath, bringing that down, maybe shaking that out. You can shake out your wrists. And then we'll get ready for the other side. Pulling the knee in, feeling my core, lengthening, extension, and pulling the chest long forward, extension. Good, and then I'll pull that knee in, out, up, and find that rotation, that nice circular movement in that hip. Breath. Changing direction. Good, and then I'll bring that foot down. Lightly bend the knees and roll the spine up. All right, for those who are needing help with their balance, right? You can have your hand on your chair for your stability and then walk your way out for a standing warrior. Looking at that knee, having it over that heel, and yet you're holding on, right? So you could work your way up from the seated warrior that we did to standing, letting the legs carry a little bit more of our weight. Good. And then I'm going to switch that out, all right? I'm just going to turn here. Sinking in, chest is aiming toward that wall. Maybe extending. A few steps, all right? Meet yourselves where you are, okay, as we're growing and getting a little bit stronger. All right, so we can do a standing forward fold, and you could lean yourself up against a chair. Now, if you're using a dining room chair, it might be a little taller. I'm 5 feet tall, so I have to use things that are a lot lower down, all right? But I'm going to got my knees a little wide, my feet a little wide, my knees are bent, and I'm going to bend over the chair. And just let the body hang. So I have support if my legs are tired, so I can just lean over the chair. Sometimes when we do the forward fold, we feel like we're going to fall. So the chair gives us a lot of support so we don't feel like we're going to fall. All right. We're going to come to sitting. I'm going to turn this way. You could also be closer to a wall if you prefer. And we'll bring this ankle above this knee. Now, if you have a knee issue going on or a hip issue going on, you could always straighten that leg and then see if you can get this leg up here. Maybe it comes here. Okay, no matter what, we're going to honor where this knee wants to be, and you'll start to feel the inside of this groin pointing and pressing that down. If you can get it up a little higher, you can just stay here. And then some of you are here. Okay? Honor this knee. This actually starts to turn the knee a bit, and so it could be putting some pressure on the outer ligaments. So you want to be careful. And a twist here. You can do this whether the leg is straight or not. Pressing this hip open. Try to have the energy coming from the hip more so than at the knee joint. And release. If it's accessible and you want to try, you can hold on and let wow. And a lot of us are going to feel a whole loud conversation going on underneath of this thigh, in the hip, small pinpoint area in the butt. Just let the arms drape. We'll start to come up. Yoga is a system that makes us work on connecting our awareness to what's going on, connecting our awareness to our inner landscape of sensation and our relationship to sensation. So a lot of times when we're starting out in our yoga, we only know stretch as a word and a feeling. The deeper you then we're starting to peel into the layers of that awareness, of that yoking, that connecting, maybe coming forward. What are the layers of sensation and intensity? I'm going to come up and bend this leg. And notice and observe even how we start to move the body to get it into a position. The how we get there matters. That is a part of the process, the journey, not the destination. Because the more that we sit in our awareness, the more that we learn to recognize that there is no there. There is only here. And our yoga helps us learn how to carry our countenance and exist in the here and now, and to be here now with the greatest ease and steadiness that we can, with some acceptance. All right. In the Anjali Mudra, I like to keep my palms cupped for blessings yet to come. Taking a moment to bring to mind an intention I wish to carry within myself for my own behavior, for my actions, for my spirit. And maybe an intention I wish to carry out for others. A space I'm holding in my heart. So that anytime I bring my hands to my heart, I will hold that intention and recall that intention and really bring some loving kindness into that intention. All that is love and light in me recognizes and loves that same love and light in you. Thank you for joining for a little brief chair yoga session today, April 7, 2010.